All right, let's talk about this OREI HDMI extender 70 meter that was sent over to me by the brand for an honest review. And this comes in a very good time because I have a Fire Stick downstairs and this TV, but I have another TV upstairs which I would love to watch whatever I'm watching on it as well. Now, this is going to make that work for me so perfectly. And if you notice, I separate both of them. So this is what comes in the box: the transmitter, the receiver, the IR in, which is basically a sensor for the remote, and then on the other one we have a IR out, which is a sensor for let's say the Fire Stick. It could be a DVD player for your PlayStation, whatever it is. Alrighty. So how the setup is gonna work, and it comes with a manual. If so, what you want to do is go to page 12 in the manual, and it's gonna set it out for you perfectly. But I'll explain to you how it actually works. So with the HDMI, if you should use a HDMI card, after about 50 meters, you start losing a little bit of visual, a little bit of audio. So this is actually gonna work best for you. You're also gonna need for yourself, you're gonna need a CAT6 or 7. That's the Ethernet cable. That blue cable that you normally plug into the laptop that comes out the wall. That cable, you're gonna need that for yourself. It comes with the power. The good thing about this, you only need to power the transmitter. The receiver is going to get power from the Ethernet cable that you will plug in there. So keep that in mind. So this is how it's going to set up. So let's say I'm downstairs here where my TV is and the Fire Stick. So what's going to happen? Power is going to go in here. So put the power in. Comes with this thing where you can screw this on so you don't have to worry about it coming out. So once the power goes in there, you're going to get the Ethernet cable now. So CAT, you're going to put it here, right? And then right where you see IR out, you're going to plug this one in here. And you're basically going to put this little sensor as a sticky tape behind it, close to the Fire Stick. So this is all that you need to do downstairs. And then if you want to mirror the screens, you can put the HDMI from, so the HDMI from the Fire Stick is going to go in the in. HDMI from the TV is going to go in the out. That's if you want to mirror it, right? The good thing about this, you do not need to keep both TVs on at the same time to watch it, let's say upstairs. All right, it's best you keep it on RX. What RX do is that if downstairs is showing say 4K or 1080p, it will mirror it upstairs as well, so balance it. Alrighty, so this is your downstairs setup. And your upstairs setup, so the next screen that you have where that's going to be upstairs or across the room, the CAT go in here as well. So the internet cable goes in here, and then for this sensor, the IR in, and this one you're basically going to put it where the remote can access this, because when you press the remote, you want to make sure it gets signal, so you can't block this. Alrighty, so there you go for that setup. And then for the TV, the HDMI from the TV to that. So it's pretty easy to set up this version here. And I'll tell you, this one comes in very handy because I'm actually going to set this up on my TV because it's something that I wanted. So again, for downstairs and for upstairs. So main source, and then for whatever you want to transmit it on. So definitely a recommendation for anybody looking for something like this, whether it's for home or even say concert, church, events, stuff like that. Perfect device that you want to get you what you need to get. So definitely a recommendation for me. Thanks.